Matt Canavan, what's your sense of this count? Very early days, but the CLP leader, as most of us have thought, she put in a really good effort, certainly in the back end of that campaign, Matt.
Well, and I think those efforts are being rewarded tonight. I spent nearly 3 weeks up in the Northern Territory during the campaign, and I think Leah clearly out-campaigned all of the leaders, and that's been the common reaction on your program tonight. At this stage, really it looks like the CLP will win around 7, possibly as high as 9 seats at least. There's some others that are still coming in. That would be a remarkable outcome, given that they started with just 1. Leah has really breathed life back into the CLP here tonight. It was a pretty dark night 4 years ago, and looks like it'll be a pretty good one tonight.
Yes, Matt. Well, the seat of Barkly, for example, if we can have a look at that, the CLP doing quite well there. Labor had a margin 15.9%, and as things stand, both on primary and 2PP, the CLP well ahead with 17%. Is that one of the 7 that you're counting? And well, 7 isn't probably going to get you to minority government, is it?
No, that wouldn't, but there's still other seats as well. I mean, the key, as you've shown through your program tonight, the key pathway for the CLP is through Alice Springs, Palmerston and some of those rural seats like Barkly. They're all going relatively well. And the other big outcome tonight, early on at least, is that the Territory Alliance Party has been a damp squib. I think it is confirmation that the politics of climate change are on a fast decline in the post-coronavirus world. The Territory Alliance Party thought they were on a winner by banning fracking and campaigning against fossil fuels. Well, I know one of the big issues up there, when I was up there, is jobs. People want jobs. And they know that if they shut down opportunities like those that exist in the Beetaloo Basin, there'll be fewer jobs in the Territory. So the whole get-up sort of campaign around carbon emissions and climate change just fell flat. It's fallen flatter than it did at the federal election last year. And I think that's a big lesson for governments right across this country.
Matt Cunningham, bringing you now, Matt Canavan, stay with us if you can. But Matt, your thoughts on Barkly there, because we touched on it earlier. The local mayor seems to be doing quite well for the CLP there.
Yeah, the CLP certainly rated Steve Edgington, who has been the mayor of the Barkly Shire for the past few years, as a big chance to gain this seat. And it looks like he is making some ground. I think we probably need to dig a little bit deeper into where those votes are coming from, whether they're coming from the town of Tennant Creek, where you'd expect Steve Edgington to poll well, or whether they're coming from some of the other Indigenous communities within that electorate. Labor also disadvantaged by the fact that the man who did hold that seat for them for the past 12 years, Jerry McCarthy, a minister in the Gunner government, announced just 100 days out from this election that he was pulling the pin. So he didn't give Labor much time to get their new candidate, Sid Vashist, out there and on the ground. But it does look at this stage like the CLP is going to give Labor a real shake in that seat of Barkly.